Okay, let's get going before you guys can make me cry before we even get going. I did mute the whatchamacallit. I muted the system sounds on this, so hopefully we won't hear the beeping. I might mess with it a little more, but we'll see. I was gonna say something, but I can't remember what it was. Tyr, what does wow, my brain today already. What does preparing to stream entail for you? There's somebody fighting over here? Oh, nifty, okay. I didn't know that they could fight. This looks like something I can break. It's also covered in writing. Maybe I can't break it. No, I can break it. Neat. Yeah. Just like me to bust the thing that's in it before I even get to see it. What the fuck is that? There's something on the cliff over there. And the special butterflies, again. What are these? Really hoping that everything works. I I almost forgot to change my stream info too. You weren't here at the beginning of the first stream that we did. Hi, Rock Lobster. Welcome in, love. Oh my god. Okay. Wildly throwing cannons. Sunliminal was lovely enough to tell me eventually, but oh nifty. Okay, I'll follow them then. But for the first, like, I want to say 10 minutes of the stream, I was streaming a black screen because I'm a professional. I am on my gaming screen, okay? Hi, I'm not gonna deal with you guys right now. Nah. This is what I did in Breath of the Wild too. I was just like, I'm not fighting you. I'm just gonna run right past you. You can't hit me if I'm moving. Is it? Yeah, it's a special thing. Do I break it? No? Okay, you're just gonna auto-target up the enemies. That works. What are my controls again? Pretty sure that wasn't the one that I had before. I definitely had a wolf last time we were playing. And I know for this from the 8 hours that I spent combing through that footage. Oh, that's a shame. Do you use, are you playing primarily console games right now then? Because, like, I'm not currently using a capture card for this, but this is, you know, PC stuff. What the fuck is that? It's a lantern. It's a lamp. In standard form, the light in the distance is a light. Ooh, you have a chest that I want, so I'm gonna murder you for your shit.
Let me be your blade.
Exiles? Are these victims of society? Should I not be murdering them? You don't have a Q thingy yet. This is actually our first time using her, so I know nothing about her. Ooh.
I can use some fertilizer.
That's super fair. Yeah, I did notice that there was something that you were playing that your computer was having a hard time with in one of your VODs. That's super fair. Which one are you using? I have a, what's called a shadow cast. What do you mean they can't afford to get into town?
One with the sounds.
I'm so sorry, guys. I feel really bad now. I still want their shit, but and it looks like they have good stuff. 8 view. No, I want in it. Signals hub is locked. You can use the center to locate signal consoles that are connected to the signals hub hidden in a different location. What is that? Interacting with signal console. Encryption. Signals hub will be unlocked after all signal consoles are decrypted. What mean? I don't understand. I just want the chest. Oh, okay. So this makes me think of a mobile game that had like multiple thousands of levels. I finished the fuck out of that game. I am stupidly good at that kind of thing. I don't remember what it was called, which is really a shame. I should go back and replay it. Maybe they've added levels. I am liking the music in this game. You guys can hear it okay, yes? Or should I turn the music up for you? Though I would have to turn all of the game sound up. I can turn my end up. That one was so easy. In the mobile game, like, it got to the point where they had, like, I want to say, sorry, that might have been loud, the, like, 15 different colors on the page at once, and there were, like, bridges where they had to hop over each other. Perfect, perfect. I'm really glad that the audio is good. I have too much energy today. I am talking a million miles an hour. We're gonna slow down just a little bit and be comprehensible. I do have a Discord. You can use !socials or ! I think Discord is also set up. Also, if you guys have better TTV, I don't know if it'll work with 7TV, but if you have better TTV, you can do ! emotes, and I have selected some emotes for us to use. There's also ! vibes, which, like, if we get, like, for some reason a raid of, like, Nazis coming in and saying racist shit, you guys can spam vibes to just, like, push the chat up. And we can also welcome raiders that way. Okay, so we can cook stuff that I have none of the ingredients for. Little dragon buns, that's adorable. I don't know where I would get the tea kettle for, or, like, the plates for a lot of these things. This one would decidedly need to be in an oven, based on whatchamacallit, the tin it's in. This is really fun though, I love all of this art. Tofu. Okay. These aren't nori pot. It's not gonna, like, give me the whole name of this thing. Oh, the nori pot recipe. Okay, okay, so interesting. So I know of these, but I don't know how to make them. This looks like the most boring salad on the planet. I'm sure we'll see later. Oh, motherfucker, are you serious? I've set up that Discord link 3 times, and I keep configuring it to not expire, and it keeps expiring. I'm gonna start finding Discord staff and sticking things up them. I'm so angry. Can I kill the cow? I really shouldn't. It's really cute, and it even has mushrooms on its back. I'm gonna let it live. We're gonna let it live. God damn it. I mean, so I do have 2 Discord accounts currently for, you know, my personal account and then my professional account, and I'm not admittedly checking my professional account every day. I should be. Why can I not interact with this? That's really disappointing. Can I swim? I can swim. We confirmed that. But can I dive? So, like, you know, there's nobody in the Discord yet, and I'm not even really active there quite yet, just because, you know, there's not really much reason to be yet. But eventually that will be somewhere that we all get to hang out and play games when someday I have time on my hands. I'm debating sneezing, and I will do my best to mute myself if I do, and I'm sorry if I fail. Where am I supposed to be going? Okay. I swear I'm mentally coordinated.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
Interesting, he said frontliners, but front lines.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
That reminds me, last time we streamed, the character that I was saying their name Chisha, and that everybody was saying their name Chisha, it's actually Chirsha. I mentioned last time that so, you know, XI is she, SHI is sure. No, it's CHIXIA, Chisha, but it's actually Chirsha. Yeah, so QI is Chi, CHI should be Chur, and I just misremembered because it's been 10 years since I did Chinese. Yang Yang showed her Midnight Rangers badge, and Jianxin asked him about Zhiyuan.
A missing person. Juyan.
Close, but no cigar.
The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I suppose.
So do we have soldiers that aren't resonators? Like, I want to understand the difference between resonators and normal people.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once.
Oh, creaky neck.
He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year.
Gotcha. Okay, that's kind of what I figured, that they were magic in some way, but you never know with games like this.
I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city, he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting killed.
Kind of you say they're rare, they're kind of everywhere right now, though. But I would kind of expect that he has snuck onto the front lines. Why are we able to say Master Genshin? Was it just letting her speak?
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my Outrider comrade.
Oh no, this is gonna be like one of those quests that you're like, I need an apple. And they're like, okay, I can give you an apple if you give me this thing first. And so you go find that thing, they're like, well, I can give you that thing if you give me that other thing first. And it just chains like that. There's a quest like that in RuneScape that takes about 3 hours to complete, even with a guide, just because there's so many chained tasks. One of the most annoying quests in the game.
On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Okay, that's a reasonable request. Yes, yeah, and chained fetch quests are the best. And like the whole time your character is like, are you shitting me? Really? Please just give me the thing, God.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
I do like that RuneScape is a very self-aware game. The characters are really, really fed up with everything. Can I climb this? Yeah. Yeah. There are, around here, there are certain playgrounds with like this kind of structure, but it's made out of ropes. I love that thing. I love that thing so much. I just want to like hang out in that thing and chat with someone in the evening. But none of my friends are local, and none of them are a dork like I am. I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's pretty standard for cities. It's actually a larger city than you would normally see from games, just because, you know, making the environment and rendering the environment and such is definitely a drain on resources. Alright, I guess I can't talk to Duying. I thought I saw some glitter down here, but it's just this line. I'm really, really disappointed now. What the fuck is that? Dang it, it's just ground sparkles. If I whip my camera and you guys want to murder me for it, please let me know. You guys look like you're gonna attack this cow, and I really don't want you to.
One with the sounds. Moment of resonance.
Oh, it's dead. Never mind. I think, one of the most, like, it's a large city, but, go, please. It's a large city, but also, like, a highly populated city is, Baldur's Gate 3, when you finally do get into the city. I haven't passed the lower city yet, so no spoilers, please, but, there's a reason that everybody's CPUs are struggling with it. Aw, I thought for a second this was, like, an actual cave. I'm so sad. I feel like games need more caves. They're, you know, they're harder to make than just traditional ground, but we need more of them. I really want an echo of you, please.
One with the sounds.
Our first involuntary sound of the stream. I'm making a compilation. What? A compilation of them from my previous stream, and so like currently all of the clips that I have are still all in one long segment. What are you? Okay, we're gonna wait on that. But so like I'll just be talking normally about something or freaking out about the beeping, and all of a sudden it jumps to 2 clips where I'm like And it killed me the other day when I was editing.
Cherish every game.
Premium tuner. I feel like this is like pull stuff. Or I hope it's pull stuff. There's a reason I've never played gacha games in the past, and it's because I have a kind of a gambling addiction. I've spent like $1,000 when I was younger on a mobile game that, you know, like when you do certain things or when you spend money on something, you have a chance to get like certain dragons. I really want an echo of you, please, 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 please.
One with the sounds.
Okay. Is that a counter? I'm just clicking. Like, I feel like just counters are an auto thing right now. Yes! Sorry, I'm so sorry if that was loud. I'm so excited. Think Rock Lobster has heard me do that before.
One with the sounds.
I'm so sorry, little wolf. Dreadmane, that's a nice name. Yes, yeah, yeah. My excitement is loud. I usually hate RNG, but every now and then it yields. Did I actually pick that up? Yes, I did. Cool. What the fuck are these things? I'm just gonna run in and beat them to shit. All of these games are like, ecological destruction. Is this a cave? Oh, yes. Oh, it's so... Oh. Okay, no, it's a good cave. What are you? Can I kill you? Nice. Hitting things always gives you good shit. Oh man, I can't wait to have like better tracking and a model that can actually track like my proper expressions. I have the biggest grin and I make such dumb faces. This is so pretty. So I mentioned this in the previous stream, but like really, really lush forests and jungles and stuff like this is my shit. And so it's kind of weird that I've gone for a distinctly ocean theme for my upcoming model. But I don't regret it at all. I'm still really, really happy with that theme, and I'm definitely going to keep with it. But it's just a bit of a strange dichotomy for me. What is that? Oh, what are these things? I really just wanted to admire you. They're like lily pad pufferfish. Oh, I'm just gonna drown.
One with the sounds.
Let me be your brain.
I love that they're just like floating where they died. I feel like there's something distinctly morbid about that. Do I get like a stronger gold puff? Like, does it upgrade the more echoes I get of these things? Because that would be nice. Or it just gives me more of them, it looks like.
This is the answer to our endeavor.
I don't need you to talk. I don't actually like her. Heard. 1 second, yeah. It's actually not our first bot. If you remember while... The first time that we were, like... Oh my god, how do I do this again? How do I ban this ass? Ban. There we go. Okay. But if you remember the first time, I was like, beep beep? What beep beep? I think it was just subliminal in the chat at that point. I thought it was our automod catching a bot, because it did catch a couple. At that time, it was not the automod, it was the game. Speaking of which, I did do some research, and I looked into that. And that's why I removed the interface sound, so hopefully it's been beeping and we just haven't heard it. Not 100% sure. But apparently the only way to... I do not have a lurk command. I should probably set one up for you guys. But the only way to actually stop that glitch is just to switch to controller. And unfortunately, the only computer compatible controller I have right now is my like Nintendo Switch Plus or whatever the special Switch controller is that hooks up to computers. And that's packed. Can I break these? Damn it. So I'm not going to be able to switch to controller anytime soon. That's why we're trying with muting the interface to start with. So hopefully that'll do it for us, and I can just keep playing on keyboard and mouse, because I'm really bad with a controller. Like, the only game I can play decently with a controller is Smash. Yeah, but Roka, dear, if you need to lurk, that is absolutely okay. Thank you so much for being here. I adore you. You're so sweet. What is this? Challenge. I don't know if I want to do a challenge. I'm gonna eat shit if I try to do a challenge. I don't know where I'm going. Which, as we all know, is not... I'm gonna leave them alone. It's not unusual for me. I just get to exploring. Oh. That's hilarious. I might have to set one of those up. I am thinking of doing a redeem. But yes, please, if you need to lurk, that is okay. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me. But I'm thinking of doing a redeem wherein... So I have a book, I have a dictionary called the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. It's basically words that someone has made up to... How do I describe this? To quantify and give us words for, like, complex emotions. Like the sensation of watching rain out a window. Like those melancholy kinds of things. What's this? What is happening here? I'm curious. We're going in. And so I haven't read the whole thing yet. And so I think it would be fun to, like, if I, you know, certain redeems, I will read a book or read a word and a definition from that book that I haven't read before, just a random one. And if I like it and decide to bookmark it, then the person who did the redeem gets a free sub. If I don't decide to bookmark it, they get timed out for the rest of the day. What is this? What is happening here? What do? I want to interact with this or have something happen in some way, but I don't know what's happening. It looks like it should be special. Like, it looks kind of end of the world-y. It doesn't just look like wind. Oh man, this goes high. Nifty. How do I get down? Okay. I feel like half the point of a glider is to avoid taking fall damage. Can I have this? Have sword? No? No, can't have sword? But it's just a sword in the ground. Fine. Fine. Well, that's been decimated. I don't think I've seen that kind of flower before. Someday all of you are gonna get to the point where you're gonna be like, bitch, play the game and stop exploring. Oh. Yeah, this is how I played Breath of the Wild, and I didn't start playing it until after oh, don't climb it. Okay, I don't know how to get down. Until after the map tracking was introduced, so after the DLCs came out. And of course, you know, the first thing my sister did when the DLC came out was draw a dick on her map. For me, ooh, I can just activate it? Dang it. Fine. My path in that game before I had to reset my progress was chaos. I wandered all over the plateau and then intended to go... I think my first goal was the Gerudo, and I ended up accidentally wandering my way to the Zora. And it took me about, I think, like 7 or 8 hours to actually get anywhere, get to the Zora, because I was just wandering so much. Lo has woken up from her nap and she just sighed really loudly at me. Which, you know, I'd rather her be annoyed with me being noisy than her be barking at things. The seal on our door, on our apartment door, is really, really, really bad. As in, there's no seal. Like, spiders can just walk in through the door. So, she hears everything. Ow. No, please. Stop. And she's really awesome. She doesn't bark at, like, if she sees people out the window, she doesn't bark at them. But if she hears things and she can't see the person, she's barking at it. It scares the hell out of her. This is just another little guy, isn't it? Dang it. Hello! Welcome in, Aviana. How are you?
Cherish every gain.
I'm doing wonderfully. How are you? I'm very much enjoying just gathering everything on the planet and destroying this ecosystem top to bottom. What is this thing? Good, I'm so glad to hear that. What is that? I'm like constantly looking for stuff that I can be curious about. I am from America. I'm not planning on sharing like my specific state or anything, but I am from America. What am I doing now? No, the beeps did get through. All right, let's look at our sound settings. I don't know what it falls under if it's not the interface volume. Like, I would maybe sound effects volume, but we don't really want to get rid of that. If you are about to self-promote, that is not permitted here. Please leave if that's your intent. Oh! Okay, that wasn't my intent. I didn't mean to just beat the shit out of you like that. What are these things? They give me stuff, but like, I feel like there has to be more of an explanation for what these weird, like, portals are.
Cherish every gain.
Yes, you can ask a question unless it relates to my assets or like if I intend to upgrade or anything that could lead into self-promotion. That's where my line is. I appreciate you, Lobster. Thank you. I'm gonna keep going after these lizards because I want a big one.
The sounds. Moment of resonance.
Yes! Alright. We don't know what boundaries are. Or listening. Fuck yes, lizard. And mushrooms. I think I mentioned that, like, I love mushrooms. Not in a drug kind of way. I just love the aesthetics of mushrooms so much. Oh, it's just a portal outright. I thought it was a door. Wheel of Flat Horizon. Even if you're confined to a single dimension, the x-axis, you must continue moving forward in the correct direction. Okay. I don't know what this means. They give those weird instructions for a dungeon. Okay. Secret Midlife Man is a wild name. Huh? How did you find such a hidden place? Do you want to try too? What the fuck? Try what? Did you stumble in here by accident? Doesn't answer my question. Since you don't know anything, then turn back. No, I'm fucking going forward. It's not worth it to lose your life in confusion. Not bad. You're cautious. I'm curious. I don't know if that qualifies as cautious. I'm sure you've heard. I've been waiting here for years, waiting for someone who can defeat me. What? The road ahead is dangerous, filled with traps, and tests one's agility. If you can reach the finish line with all your limbs intact before me, then You can talk after you've beaten me. What? I'm familiar with the route, so I'll let you go ahead. Jumping down this hole marks the beginning. Have you thought it through? It's not worth risking your life for a momentary impulse. What? This is not like a traditional dungeon, Sen. I don't know if this counts as a dungeon. Oh, okay. I really was not expecting this to turn into a platformer. Can you climb? Thank you. Oh my god. I think that's the exact same, how do I use this again? T? Is it T? Fuck. I think that's the exact same spikes asset that they use for Ori and the Blind Forest. Spikes are my bane. I'm so bad at avoiding them in that game. The T key is so awkward. Okay. There being a wall there is really obnoxious. Oh, come on. I get it. I hit it. This is... There. Jesus Christ. Oh god, I cannot believe that it let me beat that. That's generous. That is aggressively generous. Secret midlife man, what does that mean? Not too bad. I didn't have to wait too long. I must say you do have some talent. Although you lost me this time, it's hard to say who will win the next few tries. How about it? Willing to try again? I'll try again. Not bad, you have a lot of resilience. Let's begin. I might need to change the keybind for the grapple if this is how we're going to be using it. Let me do that, actually. No, I don't want to leave. I just want to change my command. Fine. We'll suck it up with it being T. Crap. You guys can probably hear me like frantically hitting buttons. There was one up here, yeah. Nope. What the why? Why would you not just like grapple to the spot that is intended for grappling? Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Not as bad as it could have been. I'll just take my 2 chests and go. We don't need to keep grinding at that. No, I'm good. You have great enthusiasm, but lack resilience. Bitch, I did it twice. Oh, it just kicked me out. I don't get to grab my reward. Alright. Note to self, you need to open the chest before... Alright, fucking fine. I want the shit that it was supposed to give me. So let's change our keybinds real quick. Grapple, 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 grapple. Grapple, 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 grapple. No? No grapple? What do you mean no grapple? Now we're looking for T. Utility. Do that as a mouse button. Okay. Camera Y. Attempt number 2. Parallel perception is an interesting name for it. Do we have to do this again? I have beef with repeat... Yeah, whatever. With repeat cutscenes. I like the concept of that tree. Fuck you, I'm not talking to you again. Dang it! Soft tree, yeah, I'm gonna try. God, okay. Jesus Christ. So much easier. There. It's so much easier with my mouse button instead. If fate allows, perhaps we'll meet again in the next cave and I won't let you win next time. What do you mean? He's just like living in caves looking for people to do speed challenges.
Remnants of the past.
Give. Yeah. Can I explore this place now? Not really. I wish I could get over there because it looks interesting. I love how it won't let you go beyond that point. Like, just let me go to the cave exit manually and chuck me out then. Okay, okay. Quest time. We're not gonna get distracted anymore. Flowers. Instant distraction. I know that I could probably kill the cows for food so that I could feed the dogs, but I really just, I don't want to hurt them. What this? Break? Training dummy. Lame. Can I open this? Yeah. Like,
Cherish every
I feel like
game.
there should at least be a time limit on those. There probably is, but it's probably pretty generous. I love that they just left that outside of their encampment so that people could just come along and take it whenever they want. Is this where I just was? Or have I, like, moved? Yeah, this is where I just was, isn't it? Yeah, that's the same dog. Okay. So we're supposed to use the sensor to confirm the patrol route. Where is my quest marker? Going marsh. It says it's tracking, but I don't know where it is. Sensor. Is sensor something in my inventory or your interface or something? What sensor be? Oh, I can feed you now. Yeah. It's the most, like, gentle approach. My dog would just eat your hand. She's the most competitive eater, even when there's nothing to be competitive about. Like, there's nobody else that's gonna take the food. And we have to constantly remind her to be gentle because she is so ADHD that she doesn't remember from one moment to the next. My 2B neighbor also has a German Shepherd cattle dog mix, and they are much more self-contained than she is. What do you mean? Why does this go away when I'm close? Fine. Is this the sensor? No? Mr. Midnight Ranger, what? I can't even talk to you? Alright. I feel like this is... Help me. I feel like this is broken somehow. Like, what sensor am I supposed to be using? Why is it just taking me back to this guy? Why were you able to do a backflip? That's, like, decidedly not a dog thing. Why are they doing backflips? Is that what that dog was doing the other day when it looked like it freaked out? Like, even in my edit, it looks like the dog just has something weird happen to it. so confused. It just says to go back to him. But, like, he won't talk to me again. So confused. I'm guessing that a sensor and utility wheel. Utility wheel. How do I access the utility wheel? Like, I know how to use the grapple, but I don't know how to access the utility wheel. Oh my god, you can zoom in and out. Yeah, they're doing backflips. Weird. We'll look at our controls and see if there's a way to open that. Utilities wheel tab. Okay. It would probably help if I paid attention to this. Okay, thank you so much, Subliminal. I would have been Googling it. I would have been lost for the rest of eternity. Gotta be honest, I didn't know you could hold down shift to sprint. I'm learning the dumbest things.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
Interesting that you like specifically have to be using the sensor in order to get this dialogue.
Soldiers.
No, they look kind of desperate. Can I have my camera back, please? Ugh, I guess not.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Oh, nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
What did we see?
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
Interesting. I mean, they're probably just trying to salvage parts.
So hungry.
Oh, please don't arrest us. We really had no choice.
His hands are so small.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry.
I understand why they didn't give them new models to, like, show us that they're hungry, but it's still disappointing.
Here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides.
Yeah.
Have you thought about the consequences?
It's not uncommon for hands to be small in anime, especially because a lot of our comparison for hand size is based on how big the head is. Like, even just the way that we perceive them when we're not artists. But we are taught hand size based on head size. But, so the hands are, in anime stuff, they're usually anatomically correct for the body, and then the head's really oversized, so sometimes they can look funky.
God, we ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
Or you could, like, you could ask the military if they have a position for you repairing these things.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts.
I don't think it's public property. It's fucking military property.
There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you.
wonderful time, Lunar. I hope it goes amazingly.
You!
I hope nothing goes
Come
wrong
over
and
say thank you
that you
before
have
you
just
eat.
an amazing stream. Thank you so much for coming.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Why though? Thank you, Lunar. We're offering you food and money. Why attack? Well, now we have to fight all of them.
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids, but don't test our patience. Just do what
Interesting
you're
that it makes
told.
me use her specifically. I don't think I can. Oh, I can switch back to mine. Okay.
I will not bend to injustice.
Oh, it's the first time that we've had our, like, putting away our blade animation
We're
that I've
begging you,
noticed.
Stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Just take the fucking food and money and go.
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We've done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Interesting. The grass also just, like, stopped dead in its animation for a second there. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey,
Sounds like you have the balls.
since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
You kind of ran out of my generosity.
What I gave them was enough for them to make it to Jinzhou even when they are so many. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
What about inflation? My pup is starting to snore.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily in a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
It's kind of a mood right now, gonna be honest.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands.
I don't know if seclusive is a word.
If you really can't find any
Do
job
you guys
in the
want to
city,
Google that for me? I
come
don't think
to
seclusive is a
Liu Shan
word.
Tea House and ask for Jianxin.
I think it would be
I
secluded.
will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Oh, I'm sad I didn't hear her say Liu Xin, because I wonder how she would have pronounced it.
Fine.
I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna try to mute.
Hurry, move, let's get out
Or
of
am I
here.
not gonna
I'm
sneeze?
listening
Body,
to
can you
this
decide,
lecture
please?
No, I wasn't trying to. Wait. Please put that down.
Ugh, quite the sharp eye you got.
No?
Fine, here you go.
Alright, I guess we're not gonna sneeze. Like,
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really?
I hate that. I hate that
Why
it's a
does
real
one over
word.
there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
Thorns. Ugh.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?
Seclusive, apparently, which I hate. It's like apparently in Britain they use inflammable to mean flammable. Fucking drives me insane. There are some other like double negatives that they use in the same way, but You don't have to use all the tiles? Wild to me. Wouldn't that be exclusive, Lobster? Wouldn't seclusive be like a synonym to secluded? Okay, good. I think I would lose my mind if it was the antonym of inclusive. I'd just be like frothing at the mouth. So I give many shits about language, and English fucking drives me insane. I love it. It makes me crazy. So you guys will probably get a lot of like little English lessons while you're here. I did MMORPG roleplay for, and I'm still doing it. I'm trying to get back into it, but I've done literary roleplay in general for 16 years. And I tried to write a novel when I was 7. So I've been doing this sort of thing for a very long time, and I have a passion for, ooh, I can just take it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm not gonna cook it, I'm just gonna take it. But I have a passion for grammar in particular. But I'm never gonna be, you know, like a grammar Nazi or anything. Unless you ask me about wood, then I will rant. Nope.
One with the sounds.
Oh my god, I just feel like I'm beating them with their parent. It's, WOULD. You're making me die. So in MMORPG roleplay in particular, people have for some reason the bad habit, I think it developed on WoW, but people have the bad habit of using would, WOULD, as a verb, like an independent verb, when it's very much not. So they would say like, character name would pick up the apple. It's like, oh, camera, what you doing? Why we in the rock? Okay, we're just gonna break the rock. But so would in that way is not an independent word. It needs an if as well. It's a dependent word. It needs an if. But it's also incredibly weak, and it really shouldn't be used outside of dialogue unless you have no other choice. But so people will use it as an independent verb with nothing for it to be dependent on. And it drove me insane. Ooh. I don't know why these snails are here. Like, we're not close to the coast. Oh, there's more butterflies. Yeah, I can go. I've gone on such a rant about it to my therapist that I spent like half our session like frothing at the mouth angry about it. That was back when I was still role-playing in WoW, so I was exposed to it constantly. What in the hell are you guys?
One with the sounds.
Oops. Let me just casually set myself on fire. What is that? We're gonna go in hard.
The hour is upon us. A sensor be one with the sounds.
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command.
The car? Oh my god, it is a car. What the fuck do you mean? Why is it a car?
I'm just low on fluids.
Oh, I am almost dead on her. Oh, she's a healer. Okay, that's good to know.
Listen up.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Why the fuck is it a car? it's no, he's a truck. And it's floating. I don't know if I can... It would be a Decepticon, yeah. This might be a problem. There we go. No. Oh, now he's even more in the tree. There we go. Okay, okay. Don't go backwards, please.
Wonderful sounds.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
Interesting. Out of range because... Okay, that's good to know.
Don't worry.
Would that it was my fault. Oh, fuck yes, I can become Car. What do you mean? Alright, we gotta look at our echoes. How do I access this again? Data bank? Question mark. Ooh, I can claim shit. Nifty. Ooh, okay. Oh, I have to claim them individually. Please just like stack my claims. Oh no. I'm gonna forget about this and get to like level 20 or 30. And then I'm gonna have to go back and individually claim all the levels. This is gonna be terrible for me. No rewards for level 0. I've never been good at drifting in games anyway, so that's okay. How do I give them thingies? Yeah, okay. Let's switch you to Car. Where be Car? Mr. Car, where are you? What do you mean? Oh, is this it? Yeah. This is so dumb. Alright, so what are the different... A bike echo? That's hysterical. So what are the different slots for? Like, am I able to just use them sequentially and spam them? Yeah, this lizard. The lizards give me such joy. It's like doing a dance. Okay. Interesting. So huh. So it just gives you like the attack bonus and the fusion damage bonus or something instead of the echo skill. Huh, okay. Good to know. It doesn't look like I can equip that. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I don't know how many points I have. Oh, it's up in the corner that is specifically blocked by my chat. So I can see I have like maybe 8 out of 10? Question mark. So I wouldn't mind more health. He's so cute. Bunch of the same element together, extra bonus. Okay. That is good to know. So my Hortus was... I don't know what that is, light? Question mark? Equip you. And equip you. So she'll get the light ones. Oops. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'll equip you and try this again. And equip you. And you are ice. I don't think I have any other light ones. I have this guy. So we'll equip him. Okay. So other than Car, she has all like the light guys. Or whatever that marker is. Me, I want to be dog. Dog. So he's fire, so we're also going to equip dog. And weird crystal thing. And lizard. And lizard. Yeah. And then I guess for her, let's do big lizard, because I'm very curious about the lizards. I don't really give any shits about anything that is not animal. If I'm totally honest, though I am curious about this guy, and he looks to be a healing thing, which is her stuff is also healing. Their own element only. There is meta, and there is useful, and then there is spamming, which is generally what I do. Interesting, I don't remember getting that one. So I guess let's actually do her as Healy. Or was he's a 1-pointer, so let's... Oh. My brain. It's thinking too hard. So I guess let's do like this. Because I know that she is Healy. Right? I think she is Healy. And what... How do I know what everybody's elements are? I'm looking, but I don't see it. Oh. Oh, okay, so that's, you know, 2 of 2 for the Sonata stuff. Good, good, good. We'll just be happy with what we have for now. I'm gonna look at my resonators. Oh, I was already on that page. Team question mark? Okay, so she's actually light, which is good to know. I'm gonna leave things as they are for now. Nobody can control me. Chaser Razor, Carapace 2. Alright, we gotta find something to turn into a car at. Give butterfly, yeah. I've already activated that thing. I cannot believe we can turn into a fucking car. It's obscene to me. I didn't expect Transformers in this. What this? Oh, it's a snail. Ooh. I love all of these ponds. I wish we could dive, but it's like I think the oh come on. I think the best feature
This is the
that
answer to
I
our
don't
endeavor.
I don't know why they never brought it back was in Pokemon diving. One of my first like major Pokemon games, I was Sapphire, Ruby and Sapphire. And so, you know, half the map is underwater, and it was so nice. Oh, man. That's so dumb.
One with the sounds.
But I miss diving in Pokemon games. Like, there's so many features that were wonderful that they just never brought back for some reason. Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire. I never did Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I should honestly get one of those, and then I can stream that. But also, like, the which game was it? I think it was like... I want to say... Oh! Diamond and Pearl? Maybe? I had the Pokemon Ami that you could like pet your Pokemon and play games to get cupcakes that you could feed them. As far as I'm aware, I may very well have the world record in one of those games. But like there's no official tracking for it. I'm so sorry, Goat. It was not what I wanted. These guys must be light element. You're lasering into the ground, my friend.
Synchronization.
That's so dumb. Oops.
This should suffice for a while.
Suffice is a weird way to pronounce that. I don't really want to fight you, bro. Yeah, it's just gonna hang out and be broken for a minute. I'm distracted. It's allowed to be broken for a couple more minutes while I gather and fuck around. I had to experience what it was like to be Car. Can I kill the rabbit? Oh my god, I can. I don't know how I feel about that. What is this? It's a tent. Tent of some sort. I go in the tent? Is there an entrance to the tent? Or is it just like it's a 360-degree tent? Why? Okay. I don't know why they would do that. Okay, we're starting to run out of gatherables here. Oh, I just saw the cliffside, never mind. My side is suddenly like really painfully itchy for some reason. And I'm not sure why. I guess that's implied by saying for some reason. You know. You know. It's okay. So this makes me think of grape agate. If you've never seen grape agate before, it's a very, very, very pretty mineral that I just adore. I got some at the recent gem show here, gem and mineral show from last year. I haven't been able to display it yet. I have a bunch of like cloches that I'm gonna put up on shelves at the new place. But I'm so excited to actually have it out and displayed in my house once I can. I was going to display it in this apartment, but like the wall space in here is kind of awkward. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still so sad that you weren't able to attend that. It was a really, really good selection this year too. Or I guess last year. God, it's already been... Yes, we will. It's already been almost a year since then.
The thorns are blocking our path.
Oh, it just told me how to... Okay, I mean, I kind of...
Before we can reach the beacon. Oh,
Levitator. Tab.
Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
I don't really know. Oh, okay. Go. Throw. Okay, throw. Cool. What do you mean 2 years? What are you talking? So my strategy for that kind of puzzle is just to always start with the ones that are furthest to the sides, if that makes sense. Or like furthest apart. Because generally those ones are going to go around the outside. What is? Oh, interesting. What? Okay, I think I understand. I very well could have electrocuted myself by walking over that. It was a risk I was just gonna take. Lobster, what do you mean 2 years? You're confusing me. There's a rabbit I can kill. Do I kill the rabbit? It's kind of fading away, I think. Nope. I'm so sorry, Bunny. What is that? Go see if we can get an echo of it. This. Is this active already? Or is this a map thing? It's not active already. Teacher Village. Oh, nifty healing. I forgot about that as a function of these. Makes me think of the towers in Breath of the Wild that took, honestly, like that cutscene for the towers. Either needed to be skippable or needed to be like 3 seconds shorter. It was just a little too long. Okay, let's murder this thing.
Wonderful
I'm not
sound.
afraid of you.
Moment of resonance.
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command. Synchronization.
I forgot about the car.
Imitation.
Oh right, hers is a heal. I might have to switch her out for something that's damage. She seems like she has more range than the others as well. Aw, he didn't leave an echo. It's okay.
A pleasant discovery.
I want to know why they're called title heritages. What does that? What does that mean? There's so many just like... What is over there? Is that a cave? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The quests are just like not gonna happen. There's too much for me to explore in this world. At least we fixed the beacon. Because there was a very real chance that we would see this before fixing the beacon and that it would never get done. Outright. If I seem like I dodge kind of randomly, it's because I do. Oh, nifty. He almost got stuck or like obscured by the grass. Oh, snip snap. That's so silly. Are you awake? I don't know if you just heard her call or Loa just woke up from her nap and shook her ears. Can I get across this? I have my grapple equip. Yay. Okay. Good sir, I am not in combat because I refuse to be. The things in the river cannot hurt me. I wonder why there's like writing on these rocks. I'm glad that we haven't heard any beeping in a bit. You would expect that it, you know, we would hear it more. Ube Pass. You'd expect to hear it more, when we're like running around a bunch, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Throw. And back to grapple. My grandmother not long ago, it was pressure plasma. I don't know what I can put on this. But it was doing that like not quite snow, not quite hail thing. Where it's like little round pellets of snow. And oh, I don't want to throw it. I wanted to place it. How do I just like gently... Okay, it's the same button again. God, this is not frustrating at all. But my grandmother just suddenly start going, it's grapple. And we're like, what the fuck do you... What? That's not a thing. That's not a word. Stop saying that. And she was wondering if her pronunciation was wrong because I was telling her that it just wasn't a thing. And she just kept repeating grapple. Grapple? Grapple. And eventually I was like, Grammy, you've got to stop. You've got to stop. It's not a fucking word. It is a word. But she was being herself in like the weirdest way. Just over and over going grapple. I don't want to be in combat with you though. Oh, nifty that they put down the oil and then light it on fire. You don't really see that in things. Like they just... Yawning? You're yawning? You're dead. Why is that the dialogue for combat and dying? Or do you just like put people to sleep? So there's a third somewhere. Where'd the third be? I don't know if it would be up. Probably not up there. I don't know, we'll murder these people and maybe it's in that garage or whatever they have.
One with the sounds.
I do like my wolf. I think the wolf's gonna stay. Though I am curious about the lizard. Because I am obligated to be curious about the lizard.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
I forget about the car every time. I cannot believe that's a thing. You don't have to breathe like that, it's okay.
One with the sounds.
Activate. Access locked. Oh my god. It's all with an engineer or heishing for access. Alright, then where's the third brick for this? What is that? It looks like a actual grapple point. Yeah. I'm very curious to hear how that comes through in the VOD. Because like as I was mentioning earlier, just hearing all of my sounds from an external perspective for the first time has been hysterical. And I'm so glad that I started doing this, if only for that experience. Like if everything in the world flopped, if I stopped streaming tomorrow, I will still be grateful that I did this just to hear those sounds. Because I know I make... Dude, stop. Jesus. I know I make a lot of weird sounds. But I've never gotten to hear them from others' perspectives before.
One with the sound.
Yeah. Mountaineer Yuanlong. Give.
Every
Yeah.
game.
Oh, my wrist just popped so nicely. Wood textured shard. That's an interesting item to be receiving. Alright, where is something else that I can pick up? I also love that this dog was just like completely undisturbed by the fight. Levitator. Can I levitate anything? Or is it just specific stuff? I'm guessing it's just specific stuff because I just hit it and nothing happened. I don't want to be aggressive to these people. Like, they're clearly struggling, but also they're attacking me first. And I feel that way a lot in games. And I'm so grateful that in Baldur's Gate we have the option to do non-fatal attacks if we're using the correct command or combat type. Collect coins within the time limit to win points. Transform into a cruise wing, take on flying challenge, and collect as many coins as possible within a specific time period to earn points. The higher your points, the better rewards you can unlock. During the flight, rotate your view to change your route. Hold the accelerator button to speed up, the decelerate button to slow down. I don't know what the decelerate button is, but we'll figure it out. Oh god, it's faster than I expected! Jesus. It's so fast! What's the decelerate button? S, okay. Oh, I'm holding down W is why. That was terrible. Your challenge failed, no shit. Can you put me back at the beginning of the challenge, maybe? Goodness. Ooh. I'm sure I've fought you previously. Just wasted that. Please let me dodge. Jesus.
One with the sounds.
I've been playing a lot of God of War recently. And I really, really love the way they do danger indicators in that game. So if you haven't played it, they do around, instead of around your screen, they do around the main character's waist. There's indicators of, if it's yellow, it means there's an enemy over there that you are not currently pointed towards. If it's red, it means that they're in the process of attacking. And it's because it's not around the edges of the screen, it's around the character's body instead. It's so much easier to see and pay attention to them. And it's such a wonderful way of doing it. What do you mean I need to bring the butterflies here? Alright, where are your fucking butterflies then? I wish I could just find them on my own. Yeah, we just finished God of War Ragnarok's DLC Valhalla. It was so good. Reset them! What do you mean? Alright, fine. I guess I'll find the last one before before placing them again. That's so rude. And I will try that challenge again in a minute. I feel like it would be a lot easier on controller because you have more fine-tuned control over your speed. Whereas this is either like you go fast or you go slow. There's no gradient to it. But on controller, like, you know, you have a gradient of speeds that you can go. You can choose how hard you push forward. I would not mind gaming keyboards that had that in their WASD, that had like, you know, you push the button down, but there's also a gradient to it instead of it just being click or not click. Why don't we have gaming keyboards like that? Did I say gaming controller? I meant keyboard. Chase the stupid butterflies with one monument or whatever it is. Why do I feel like these are going to a totally different one than I intended? Yep, they are. Motherfucker. Alright, so I still know where a monument is and I don't know which butterflies belong to it. Yeah, the dogs do backflips and it just looks wrong. Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're not gonna hit W the whole time. Oh, it moves? That's rude. That's really rude. Was that enough? Did I get enough to have anything? Failed? Why is it just like pass fail? Ugh, fine. I'm gonna try again. I don't know how many coins I need within the time limit. Where's the time limit being marked? 54 seconds. That explains why I was having such a hard time, is that they're fucking moving. There, I got every single one. What do you mean I don't get more than a bronze medal? I got all of them.
Cherish every gain.
In, like, I think a reasonable amount of time. I don't understand. We're not gonna try that again right now because I don't want to, like, bore you guys or waste your time. Even though, you know, in the future we're gonna be playing, like, Elden Ring and... what's the game? Dark Souls. Fuck me. And so I'm probably gonna be doing those bosses. Thank you so much for the follow. That means so much to me. Thank you. But, you know, in the future we'll be doing those, and so I'm probably gonna be doing the same boss over and over and over and over again. And in those cases, you guys are just gonna have to suck it up. It's gonna be a long haul. Or, you know, I'll get frustrated and we'll go try a different boss if that's an option. Alright, where's my third cube? Surely it's not far. I'm wondering if it's up there somewhere. But that would be kind of rude if it is. Because, like, these two are both so close to this thing. I don't know. Yeah, so unfortunately, let me actually see how this is capturing, because it should be capturing correctly. How are you seeing that it's not full screen? I'm really curious, because to me, like, when I look at my capture in OBS, it looks correct. It looks like it's filling the whole capture window. Or do you mean, like, that I have my fairly large overlay and the game is smaller than the whole window? But while I wait for your answer on which you meant, I do have this in borderless full screen. Game window, chatting window. Okay, yeah. That's intentional. That's just my overlay. That's just how my overlay is set up. I wanted space for other things that don't have the potential to block game elements. I know a lot of streamers, especially non-VTubers, tend to do full screen games and like they just risk blocking game elements with their various assets. I didn't want to do that. I also just, these are public use assets that, you know, I just found on Etsy and verified that they weren't AI art, and I enjoyed them and they fit my theme, so I decided to go with this overlay. But I think I am, in the future, I'm going to have probably a pretty similar overlay in terms of layout and design. I might make the game screen just a little bit bigger, but otherwise I do want space that is dedicated to my assets, that doesn't risk blocking any game elements, and that I don't really have to, like, you know, when I boot up a new game, oh, this part of the game, like the mini-map, is in a spot that is currently being blocked by an asset. Let me go into OBS and move that for you guys. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that experience because it's frustrating for me. It's frustrating for other people. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that answers your question, and that it is not a detractor. Alright, does that give me another... What did that do for me? Or is that one of many? Did that give me another cube in the... Oh, god damn it. Alright, so this is the chest that I'll be revealing, and there's 3 pads. Can I place an animal? Probably not. I'm not gonna try that. Can I bring this cube all the way to the other one and then use those 2 cubes? We're gonna try that. When in doubt, do it the long way. Please don't bark. Please don't bark. Sorry, we had to have a talk about barking. I don't know if you guys could hear her little whoops. I would imagine you could. They were at a volume that they should have been audible, but quiet. Where am I? Where am I going? Okay, we're 300 meters from our goal. I think we're further than we started. These goats keep getting stuck on things and I feel so bad for them. This looks vaguely like oil on the ground, but it's probably just water. I don't know why. What? No, I want the crystal. I don't know why it would be just like casually chilling on a slope. It would definitely be running down the slope, unless it's meant to be mud, but it's a little too shiny for that. So the place I live is very, very hilly. And there was one time when I was little that we went to a play in a pretty old building. It was meant to be like a old Western tavern kind of thing. You know, with the like waist height rotating doors that you would push through. And we're in the play and we've been watching it for about an hour. And suddenly, and the actual play area is underground. The main part of the building is above ground, but you then go down a set of stairs to get into the actual theater. And so we've been watching this play for a while, and suddenly thunder just booms and like shakes the whole building, even though we're underground. And the actors did a really good job of integrating it into the play. They pretended it was like the pirate captain's rage. Rude. Where was I going with this? But so during the intermission, we all go outside and it's pouring. And I mean, like, this whole place was on a slant. And so the water was just rushing like a river down this hill. It was easily deep enough and fast enough to sweep us off our feet if we went out in it. It was crazy. I think that was the heaviest rain I've ever seen. But, you know, there's like close seconds, but it was pretty insane. I do enjoy gathering that, thank you, even though that's definitely not what honeysuckle is actually like. Can I break this? It looks breakable. It looks like there's something in it that would fight me, but it looks breakable. What do you mean it's not breakable? It's gotta be breakable. There's gotta be something I can do with this rock. Where's something I can throw at it? No, there's nothing to throw. Are you sure? What is that? Oh, it's one of these things. Yeah. Oh, I was right. I was right on every front. There was something in it that wants to fight me.
One with the sound.
I am enjoying it so far. I've been picking the plot apart and like discussing Chinese because I was the best in my Chinese class some time ago. And so, I've been doing a lot of critiquing, but that's part of the enjoyment for me is learning from it and talking about it and discussing, what could be done differently and just the way that some stuff is done in what I think is an interesting manner. So yeah, I'm very much enjoying it so far. I'm interested in seeing where the story will go because I've heard a lot of good things about the story so far. But we're like, what feels like 10 minutes into the story, but oh gosh, I don't even know what time it is. We've done like, I want to say almost 6 hours of play so far, but a questionable volume of story because as you can tell, I'm highly distractible and I really enjoy just running around and gathering and exploring. Oh, I need an echo of him. Please, please, please. Oh gosh.
One with the sound.
I really need an echo of him. So when I was in high school, I was given the nickname Mama Bear by 2 separate friend groups that had nothing to do with each other, weren't in contact with each other or anything. Yes! Oh, that makes me so happy. And so I have strong feelings about bears. I very much enjoy bears and the aesthetic of bears. And I've for a very long time identified with the nickname Mama Bear. So I'm going to immediately switch to that. Sorry, Wolf. I love you, Wolf, but we're doing bear. Where's the thing? Okay. And I don't care about the elements today. We're going bear. You. Bear. Equip. And it actually does match most of the other elements I have equipped. Because apparently I can't see the difference between crossed swords and fire. And most of these, which were meant to be fire, are actually crossed swords. It's okay, nobody called me out on it. Oh, I'm so close to having that. I just need 2 more swords, guys. Yeah, but Elnath, this is actually my first ever gacha game. I never played Genshin Impact or Honkai Rail or any of the others, so it was definitely what people had to say about the story that drew me into it. What do you mean I can't just like take their coffee? But I have been enjoying it so far. Last time I streamed it, we had a lot of confusion with a glitch that causes beeping. And I will be posting that as a short once I finish editing it, but thankfully we haven't had many beeps this time. That's fair. I'm super, super, super focused on story in any given game. If a game doesn't have a good story, it usually...
Are you all right?
It usually ruins most of the game for me.
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
And I am accustomed to more complex combat than this game has to offer. I've played a lot of like Monster Hunter and MMOs like Final Fantasy XIV. I was doing Final Fantasy XIV as a pretty high level astrologian. I was one of the top in the world. So I am used to much more complex combat. But I am enjoying it so far.
Another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's
nice to have different buttons to press.
We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need.
Oh wow, it's not
I'll
a
talk
scroll
to them
down.
if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these?
I feel like if your supplies are this urgent, then a request for additional supplies should have been sent out probably a week ago, if not longer.
You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Why not finish introducing us before showing your
Excuse me,
badge?
one moment please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision.
Alright, she just seems kind of high-strung. Maybe the supplies aren't that dire.
An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An
Goodness.
overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately.
This girl needs to actually sleep and to drink less coffee, I think.
I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent
Oh,
back
interesting.
from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now.
I want to
Could you
deal with
please
the
take care of
overclocked
them?
resonator.
What exactly do you need us to do?
Every now and then, so what happened there? Every now and then it'll start the audio for a dialogue before you actually get to that dialogue, before you actually click to the next dialogue. So I don't know why. This game has some fascinating bugs that I wish I could figure out more about. But yeah, that's what happened there.
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds. Thank you.
I really want to, I want to deal with the overclocked resonator though.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath. Supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
Pretty standard stuff though.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Who are we even at war with? Is it just the tacit discords?
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know.
Guanchinek.
I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
Okay, okay, I know where I'm going. I think. Yeah. Shulan once said, okay, I guess I don't get to read that. Hello, good sir, I have heard you are injured.
Are you alright?
I'm okay. I'm just a little out of breath.
That's very fair. So it is a Chinese game. If you've ever seen Chinese movies, they're fucking wild.
It's okay. I'm fine.
And so it wouldn't surprise me if Chinese games were also just completely unhinged.
I'll go find a medic.
I love that Jianxin said that she was going to go look for a medic, and then it says you brought the medic over. Why is this glinting, and why can I not interact with it? Fine, fine. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that the story gets a lot better later. But right now
like I
I'm...
said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up. Let me go.
Interesting name. I do love that like all of the NPCs are named. It's not just like wounded man.
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop me.
'Tis but a scratch. Come back here, I'll bite your kneecaps off.
That's not bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medics should go take care of other people in need.
Feel like he should have said that first.
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you need our help.
calm down and stay where you are. Please hold him still for me.
I feel like the medics in this kind of situation should definitely be informed of his resonance ability and know exactly what it can and cannot handle. That should be in his medical records for sure.
Sure.
After some chaos, you helped medics and treated the wounded. Oh, and just he and the spinal board are just gone. I guess it's not a spinal board, but it is like a medical.
Thank you for your assistance. You must be tired. Please take some rest.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry, they've received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. Thanks to General Jian, we've seen a significant drop in the number of casualties.
That was actually pretty decent pronunciation. If you didn't hear, she said Jian, which is pretty decent.
I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood lingering through the rain. But things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
Are they our heroes?
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
I want to know what the script on everybody's clothes means. I wish that we could, like, actually read it and translate it. Like, in Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, the Hyrulean script that you see everywhere is a direct translation to English. Each character represents a character from, or a letter from the English language. I actually did learn how to read and write it at one point in, like, I think middle school.
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution. Just take that lift and you should find him there.
Rover, where are we going next?
Obviously, we're doing the quest.
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements from my sect. They might help the wounded recover sooner.
Interesting, okay.
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
Why don't we get these recipes? He's hoarding them. There's nothing to gather in here. And I don't think there's going to be any boxes to loot, so we may as well just continue with the story so that we can get to the real game. Collecting and exploring. Up. Give uppies is all I can think of. Oh god, that startled me. I didn't expect this whole thing to be the elevator. That made me kind of dizzy. Went up, okay. Ooh, beacon. I do like maps. Do we have to do the... There doesn't seem to be any way to skip it. I didn't know that I was getting quest rewards, if I'm completely honest. I don't really consider this kind of game as having quest rewards, except for, like, passive experience.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it.
I love hearing all the different accents, but it really just kind of feels like this location doesn't have an accent. It just feels like they're just like, we want diversity in accents, and so they just took every accent they could think of and delivered a smattering of them with no cohesion.
Yuwa, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Yuwa. Where is she?
That's not how you pronounce that. That is not how you pronounce that. So Y-U-E. He said Yuwa. It's Yue.
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
She really likes to say X's as S's instead of SH. And she makes that I, like, 2E. It should be Jianxin. I don't remember why we were supposed to be going to this guy. I'm gonna be honest, I've completely forgotten. Jianxin asked the quartermaster about Jiyuan's whereabouts.
Juyen.
No, close. Jiyuan.
So, he never sent a letter home? Not even once? The Midnight Rangers are no longer recruiting non-resonators lately. But Juyen was a stubborn boy.
Closer.
Last year, when the battles hadn't gotten so intense, he would trail us rearguards, eager to join the front line. We sent him back to the city time and time again, and he just kept finding ways to come back. Eventually, I caved and took him in to help us here in the base.
This voice actor's actually not bad.
With the battle escalating, it's getting increasingly dangerous out here. I shouldn't keep him here any longer. I was just thinking about having the logistics team bring him back to the city when you guys showed up. Oh, now I remember. He should be currently on the floor above.
What do you mean?
I saw you help arrange the wounded there. Your Sholan would need your help more than I do.
What? How did he just pronounce that? That was not right. Shirlan is how that should be.
Thank you, but I must remain to oversee vital military supplies.
Okay, how do I just exit
Sure.
the dialogue?
Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
Why can't I just leave with you?
What,
Why
what
wasn't
are you
this an
doing?
option before?
Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade.
I don't blame him,
Is this
honestly.
a mangosteen? Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent tacit Discord outbreaks, we've had to prioritize bringing in the essentials. We'll get back to importing more of these after General Jian makes his triumphant return.
I still don't know why I can't seem to
Currently,
scroll
there's
down
only
on
one
dialogue.
motorway open from Port Gunchao in the south of the city. The rear guards would regularly go there to escort goods.
His pronunciation of Gunchao was pretty decent.
What more do I know? The military rarely buys this fruit for rations due to its short shelf life. Plus, it looks too much like a grenade, and that could cause some issues.
Are plums not allowed in the military in real life? Okay, really want to go help her because I'm much more interested in her story than the mangosteen shit.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
It just gets worse every time she says something. Every time she pronounces something, it gets worse.
Yes, I found Juyen. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe.
Jinshin's pronunciation is actually really good. Like, there really weren't any issues with what she said there.
Juyen is a man full of courage. Influenced by his veteran grandpa's tales, he longs to join the military and aid in humanity's battle against tacit discords.
Do we know, like, what the original cause of tacit discords is? I feel like there's something that could be fixed here.
The journey with you has exposed me to immense suffering, but the battles on the front line must be even more brutal than what I've witnessed.
I want to say that the journey with us has been like 100 feet, but I've dragged her maybe 5 miles all over this like coastline.
Countless lives have been lost in this war.
I love how they say, like, they talk about how brutal it is and how lives have been lost, and you know, it used to be super bloody, but it's been pretty peaceful so far. It's been pretty chill. We're not really seeing the bloody side of it, which is not uncommon in games, especially Chinese games, because they have like stuff against portraying death and such in games and in media in general. But it is still disappointing. Like, if you're gonna talk about grit, give me grit.
Master Rongfu once told me, the best sages gain enlightenment in the military. The mediocre sages gain enlightenment in the bustling cities, and the worst sages gain enlightenment in seclusion.
Interesting. And once again, her pronunciation's pretty good. She pronounced Rongfu correct.
I do share some of Juyan's feelings. However, Juyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators, and believed he could contribute on the battlefield, however small that contribution might be.
Yeah, I agree with him. Like, you know, the resonators might be more powerful, but that doesn't mean that normal people don't have a place if they want it. If I'm not mistaken, Chinese have banned time travel in dramas. What do you mean? Why would they ban time travel? What's wrong with time travel? Oh, what do you mean?
I too found what Juyan said was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. They'd set up a spar in this case, and if I won, they'd let me do what I wanted. I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. Now, who do you think won that fight?
I feel like a spar between them would be really, really unfair because she's a resonator and he's just a dude.
The shape changes, but not the forms. The more it moves, the more it yields. Less thinking, more knowing. Simplify for clarity.
Wild. I'm gonna have to look into that and into the why. Like, I know that censorship is a huge thing in Chinese culture. It's just a worsening problem. But I'm so blown away that time travel is banned. It seems so innocuous.
Yes, I pretended to lose, but Juyan saw it through.
I wonder if it's because, like, you could utilize time travel to be like, let's go back in time and make a better future, but that implies that... Thank you. Some authors' allegedly disrespectful portrayal of historical figures in their stories and distorting the government's official version of history. Oh, that makes me just, like, cringe bodily. And civilians actually believing that getting into accidents or losing their lives will let them reincarnate into a different life in the past. Wild. Oh god, that's so fascist.
After our fight, Juyan admitted he saw the gap between resonators and ordinary people. He seemed to realize how he was still far from being able to fight the tacit discords. He realized how he was just trying to convince himself that he could make a difference, not wanting to acknowledge his own limitations. Fighting on the battlefield requires physical and mental strength, and he was not yet prepared for that.
Sounds like Jiryuan is young. I found out about it through Twitter. I've been pretty active in the VTuber Twitter sphere recently, and so when it came out, I saw a lot of people being really into it and just really enjoying it. I didn't really see any like trailers or screenshots or anything that was spoilers other than just polls that people were getting and people really enjoying, I think his name's Yinglong. But, you know, people saying, I'm enjoying the story or the story is good is often enough to get me to try a game.
I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House.
I really like her pronunciation. She seems like she's actually done her research on Chinese pronunciation, but it's not just like the kind of research that you would get from, or the kind of knowledge that you would get from looking up like how are their vowels pronounced, because the way we were taught vowels in Chinese class is actually frequently broken in the actual spoken language. Like we talked about XI versus SHI, how it's she and shi. When you're originally taught the vowels in Chinese, they tell you for A-O-E, and E-U-Y for I-U, and U with an umlaut for some reason. But, so like, you know, S-H-I, sure, immediately breaks that because that's S-H-I, and they teach you that I should be E. But so the way she's pronouncing all of this suggests that, you know, it's not just book learning. She didn't just learn how to pronounce these things from a little bit of research. She has a little bit of practical experience with the language, from what I've gathered.
It's my great pleasure to have met you.
We will see you, because I'm not ready to say goodbye properly. I want to talk to Julian. Do you know why there are names engraved on the abandoned turrets here? Well, many years ago, the battlefield was filled with smoke as the Jinzhou garrison regiment fought bravely and successfully pushed back the TD tide, reclaiming a small portion of the front line. In those times, the majority of soldiers were ordinary people, and the demands of war were such that not everyone who departed left something behind. Oh. Engraving the names of the fallen comrades onto stone monuments might just be a way of commemorating their sacrifice and creating a sense of unity. The group then devised a method to engrave the names of deceased soldiers onto the turrets and continue the tradition. The engravings here are their names. I'm guessing he wasn't born? I didn't know any of them, but my grandpa said them so many times that I just remembered them all. There's no way you remembered every single name. When I was a kid, he barely mentioned his war experiences. Lately, he's become increasingly forgetful and tends to reminisce about his younger days. Grandpa was probably scared of forgetting, so he wanted other people to remember in his place. Anyway, I've heard it a million times and can't forget it even if I tried. And even if Grandpa forgets, I'll remember it for a few more decades. I can recite the names engraved on the monument backwards now. There's no need. I kind of probably more on the pronunciations, honestly. As I think I mentioned, I took Chinese for a few years, and I was the top in my class, including the kids that were already fluent. Like, they used Chinese in their homes, and so it kind of came naturally to them, but they didn't know the written language. So I was generally better than them, other than the spoken form, and I worked really, really hard at it. So I have a bit of a passion for the language. I love language in general, but since I have practical experience with Chinese, I really enjoy it as well. And I figure I can teach you guys some stuff about it too.
Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the magazine indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey?
How in the world does it indicate something about war other than it looks like a grenade? Yeah, language is hard. Language is really hard. It's not most people's thing, especially if they weren't introduced to a second language when they were pretty young. I just have a weird talent for it. I think civilians are... Oh, civilizations are born from war. I was thinking civilians were born from war and suffer for war. I don't think that war encourages banging.
Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think...
Oh, it's so jarring whenever our character speaks.
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us something about the magazine's route of transportation?
I don't know how it would relate to
The
anything else.
quartermaster said the magazines are transported by boat from the south. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders. I hope they're okay.
Do you know how to scroll the dialogue down if you're ahead of me? Because I can't figure it out. But yeah, from what I can tell, there's a lot of just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene, and I would die for just let me play the game. You don't have to talk so much. I'm not 5, but I'm accepting it. I'm rolling with it. I talked about this a bit in the last stream that we did of playing this game. Just that there's a lot of exposition. Fascinating. Why would they have it run off the page and not let you see all of the words? Like, there are deaf people in this world. There are deaf people who want to play games. Oh no, our hand's hungry. We're gonna be a Pokeball again in the middle. Okay. Sound black hole? With upside down rain. I'm really... This is decidedly Chinese. I'm really confused. Is it generating... Right? But we're just hallucinating now. We're having visions. Oh, there's the guy that I think everybody's simping about on Twitter. Right? So his mouth glowed. Is that just an indicator that he's using his abilities, or that he can eat things too? I think it's just that he's using his abilities.
Follow the Qinglong.
Is it war if it's... Well, I'm playing him now. Interesting. Is it war if it's us against...
Time to fight back.
Something that's not other humans or humanoids or sapient things? I guess it would be, because I think the war in Australia where they they fought the fucking emus, I think they called that a war. They lost, by the way. They lost to emus just because they realized, oh, there's too many emus to kill. And I think like 3 people died in that fight. Oh, he's cool. Oh, I love the monster designs in this. Oh, I need an echo of him so badly. This is just Pokemon. I'm sorry, I'm just... What do you mean, counter skill? We already learned how to do counters. I really, really want control over my camera, please. Jeez. This isn't gonna go well for me. Alright, I like the black square a lot. I definitely dodged that.
Time to fight back.
Alright, good to know. Sorry, I don't talk as much during combat as I should. I can't get focused. Yeah, I dodged it. Cool. I just kind of mashed. Right? I fucking love this creature. I want him so badly. We're good, we lived.
I can take it.
God, he can use his resonance thing so often. I know, it's just like the purpose of story game.
Time to fight back.
Lim. Oh, what the fuck is it doing? No, you're not supposed to leave. I want to hurt you.
side.
No, it's not full? Oh, it's on cooldown. I was hitting my resonate button and nothing was happening. Alright, so that ended up going a lot better than I anticipated. Hearing young calls. Okay, that went too quickly.
What's the matter? Are you alright?
Did I resonate with the tacit discord or did I resonate with the man?
Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
You were drooling.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
We definitely didn't see the woman in red there. Like, we've seen her a couple. I'm just spamming buttons only lately to start understanding combo. Right, Sunliminal?
Wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away.
And that makes me think of, you know, I've been playing God of War recently, and my sister was playing it originally. She played all through Dad of Boy and all through Ragnarok, and only when we hit Valhalla did I take the controller, and I'd never played a God of War game before. And I realized that she was exclusively just mashing right trigger to attack and doing 0 combos, and so I've started actually using combos and like the abilities, and I've found it really funny that she beat the games with just the basic combo because it does so little damage compared to like the actual timed finisher if you do, you know, R1 a few times and then hit R2 at the right moment. It does so much damage.
It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tian was leading an attack against the tacit discords.
I feel like there's a lot of combos, a way to combat in this game, but will take me time to understand those nuances. Is there a... So do they chain together? So like if you use your resonance ability and then use your smaller resonance ability, does it increase the damage of the smaller one? Or, you know, not that particular combination, but like if you chain abilities in a specific way, does it change the damage? Okay, interesting. I wasn't aware of that. They never mentioned that anywhere in the game. I just know that like there's just cooldowns on things.
Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away.
Yeah, probably. We should probably go there.
The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly.
Please stop talking.
The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you. Though we have no idea what it is.
There's something inside me. I think I was it the, Sanhua? That said there was something inside me, or was it Baizhi? I think it was Baizhi. She said there's fucking, I'm a fucking terrarium.
Resonate with the tacit discords?
Some of these dialogue options just like don't quite make sense. They break the natural flow and assumptions made in a conversation. But we just have to roll with them.
Rover?
What are you
According
doing?
to Baizhi, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords.
Yeah, and that's probably largely a language thing, but there also is in poorly written character interactions in games or any kind of media, you do get basically like the game developers or media developers have knowledge that you don't and have assumptions that the viewer doesn't. And so they write the dialogue with those, or even assumptions that the character doesn't or shouldn't. And so they write the dialogue with those assumptions and knowledge in mind. And so when you're experiencing it with no information, or with only the information that's been given to you through the media, it doesn't actually make sense. But to the original writers who have more information than you, it does make sense. So it's a writing skill problem, and also there's probably some translation issues as well.
Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village.
No.
The Central Plains.
She really likes S's. It's Cheecher.
As
Give
I
me
make
my
myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense.
I need her to talk faster.
Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
Give what a try? Like focusing on the streams? What do you mean? Leaf affected by wave worn. Huh. Oh my god. Okay, I do actually want to look at combat stuff. Basic training to learn all the necessary combat skills. Dodge. Outro skill. Oh, that was F, wasn't it? For like finishers? That I haven't been doing. I don't really want to do simulations right now. Master resonator skills in the simulations. So this we've definitely done. At least we've done these things in the tutorials. I might do some of this alone, offline, just to like not waste your guys' time, but still get the rewards from them, because I do want the rewards. Entering tutorial. Yeah, one more tutorial. We spent 4.5 hours on the tutorial the other day, so I want less tutorial. Alright, teach me, game. What do you mean BA? Oh, basic one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I've learned this. What do you mean? Create a diminutive sound when hitting a target with a well-timed combo. How would you... Basic attack after basic attack 3 or heavy attack. Heavy attack's the same button. At a certain timing to cast heavy attack resonance dealing spectro damage. Use basic attack after, and then it just doesn't continue. So this is just stuff that I've been doing. Heal and then basic attack. Been doing that already. But it is good to know that it exists. That it's not. I mean, it's ultimately you do these things because you just spam and click. Ooh. I'm just gonna leave. I feel like this is a weird time in the game to introduce this, because this is stuff that, like, you've been fighting. If you're like me, you've probably been fighting a lot because you want the echoes and you just decide to kill everything that moves. So, like, this is stuff that, yeah, we're getting the information explicitly now, but we've been doing it. It definitely should. I feel like that stuff should have been introduced when we did the original combat tutorial in the first, like, 30 minutes of the game. Is that a thing I can potentially eat? Alright, give me... I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We're gonna switch to our be right back screen in just a moment. We're gonna, I need to feed my puppy and take her out to pee. So we're gonna take approximately a 5-minute break.
It is natural to
and stop talking over me. And I want you guys to get up, stretch your legs. If you don't have water, if you're hungry, get food and water, take care of yourselves. So yeah, between 5 and 10 minutes. So I will see you guys very soon. Alright. We have some obligatory loud drinking in the background right now. I think I just unmuted and muted everything correctly according to my stuff in OBS. I just kind of like swept my thumb across my buttons on my stream deck, so hopefully I didn't break anything. I have no idea how long that was, but it didn't feel like 10 minutes. Thank you so much, Liminal. I hope you guys got water and took good care of yourselves. We're supposed to go over there. I don't think there's anything interesting to do over here anymore. Oh yeah, I wanted to fight that thing. I swear I have good memory. I kind of want to try killing one of the cranes, but we will... Good, good, good. What did you get for food? We will wait to kill cranes. Yes, I can kill it.
No hesitation. Hopefully this helps.
Ooh. Nice, okay. And you do kind of slide around. That's interesting. I fucking forget about the car every time.
Imitation.
This thing has not been very intimidating. I expected more. Aw, I kind of wanted an echo. What might be up there? I feel like I should have gotten a snack because I'm starting to get shaky, but it's really unfair that I'm shaky because I fucking got lunch before I started streaming. It was an early lunch and it was like, it was just some leftover meat from a Korean barbecue. But, oh, I'm so sorry. Links just for everybody's protection are not available in the Twitch. Oh my god, I can't believe I couldn't remember that word. What challenge is this? Collect all light dots within 60 seconds. Where are the light dots? What do they look like? No, please no beeps. We've gone so long without beeps. We were doing so well. Oh, I understand, I understand. Yes, quit the challenge. Let's try again. I'm already there, so we'll just start here. We're gonna go further up. We're gonna be smart about this. We're gonna let it finish taking us up. I feel like there's gotta be a oh, it does dash. How do I go down? Shit. Alright, let's try this again. I do want to go to the starting point. Well, whatever it is, whatever the English name is, I hope it is wonderful. Don't talk to me, I'm bad. Yay. Should not have taken me 2 tries.
An unexpected discovery.
Is it unexpected? We kind of did a challenge for it. I don't know why, but streaming makes my neck so crunchy. I like really want to pop my back, but I would have to mute myself and I don't really care right now. There's a chest up there that I want. Do I have to fight you guys? I do have to fight you guys for it. I'll fight you guys for it. I want your stuff. Give it. I forgot about the bear. I'm so happy that I have the bear. Why do you auto-target? Alright, we are actually gonna kill you guys first. Use you? Jesus, I guess she didn't get to do her thing. I forget about the car. I don't know how I forget about the car. So I know that you get extra damage if you switch to one of your resonators that's like glowing. What determines if they start glowing?
Remnants of the past.
I get the feeling I don't want to overlap these. Whoops. Interesting. Oh, there's a... I understand now, I understand. I'm dumb. Glow when you fill up the yellow thing to their fullest above the health bar. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I fucking put it back. Damn it. I was so confused. Throw. Rotate is E. God, I have a brain. I swear I do. I'm trying my best. E is rotate. This shouldn't be this hard. The other thing, or whatever color it is, fills up. It dodges. Doing attacks dodges. Okay, okay, that makes sense. I want all of these chests to be destructible really, really badly. Ooh. Exploring is awesome. I think I just heard Loa, like, put her claws against the window. I can't see her right now, though, so I don't know what she's actually doing. It wouldn't surprise me, though. She concerto energy, that's fun. But she frequently, like, goes over the window and lays next to it and just, like, puts her paw on the window. Alright, I don't see anything cool to murder. I love how, if you see the beacon in the distance, it's, like, smoothly rotating. Its shadow is very much not. I love, like, little, limitations like that, and just, like, the little adjustments and optimizations that they do to keep their game running nicely for people. Okay, we'll actually go do the quest now. Maybe. There's something glinting. It's a flower. Never mind. We're good. What is that? Saw something blue and red in the water. Oh, it's one of the pressure things. Pressure things that were making me mad earlier.
This must be the place.
It does look kind of destroyed.
Something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source.
From the leaf.
Now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place.
Each task, sorry, I just bumped my mic. Each Tasset field has a unique special buff. Tasset field located in central plains periodically generates a concerto energy sphere, which recovers concerto energy and deals AoE damage after you cast intro skill. Okay.
And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need a concentrated field.
Hello, friends.
Something terrible must have happened here. I have to be cautious. This is a Tasset field. Let's take out those Tasset discords first.
These. Kind of the opposite direction I wanted you to face.
Strike from the shadows.
I don't like that it auto targets. Like, I really just wanted to let me like choose where I'm going, please. I'll have to see if I can turn that off.
Hopefully this helps.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
That's so useful.
Speeding up. Shape the shapeless.
That is not what her resonance ability was before. Or at least that's not what it's been previously.
Speeding up.
Fucking AoE range people hate you.
Deference.
Swift and resolute.
Don't wrench my camera, please. Jesus fucking Christ, why? It really wants me to look in a particular direction right now, and I'm not okay with that.
The hour is upon us.
Keep it together.
Ow.
Last chance.
Let me be your blade. Don't worry. Bloom! Imitation. Photosynthesis. Bask in the sunlight.
Swift and resolute.
Yeah, I'm so glad I healed all 3 of them. I was wondering about that. What? Oh, he died. He just vanished and I thought it teleported for a second. Challenge. I feel like that doesn't qualify as a challenge. Huanglong
I
Act 1,
think I found
Act
something,
3.
Rover.
We sure did. The pebbles are dancing. It's a rave. Alright, I'm focusing now. Oh, my back is itchy. It's not allowed.
Ritualistic wooden plaques.
Bitch, it looks like a door.
But why
Obviously,
are they
that's not what they're
here?
talking about, but
These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines.
I wish that they had given us the asset instead of just saying what it is.
They seem to belong to a different time.
Do they? Wood generally doesn't last multiple generations.
I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient
Oh,
rituals
no.
periodically in their
Okay.
villages, driven by certain beliefs.
Exposition.
Let's check somewhere else.
I'm so blown away that our character talks sometimes. Wooden plaque left. How do we know it's the left? As a heads up, I do have a hard stop coming up in about 45 minutes, so we will be ending then. But we will get through as much as we can for now. This is decidedly a Tacit Discord. Why are we letting it live?
Watch out!
We're 2 inches away from it. Oh no.
Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Kind of something that I was figuring that Tacit Discords are people. Or fucked up people.
Brother.
That's not an uncommon trope in games. It's one that I deeply enjoy, like the whole Sin Eaters thing and Shadowbringers. It was so awesome. But like, if this game doesn't give us a terrifying transformation scene like Shadowbringers did, I'm gonna be so sad.
Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common Tacit Discord.
Maybe it's a new one.
Tacit
It's a baby.
Discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new Tacit Discord is born.
That definitely just sounds like, you know, people being killed by fucked up things and becoming fucked up things
This one
themselves.
probably devoured the frequencies of humans,
Bum, bum, bum.
turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot?
It doesn't sound like this is an effort being made by a person. It sounds like there's something wrong in the world that's causing this shit. Young crouches down, hand on the Tacit Discord's head. As she focuses on the stream, sorrow fills her expression. God, those do not last long.
I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation. Rover, I think I know what's going on here. It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this Tacit Discord. No, The cries of this whole village. The village is crying, waiting for rescue.
Bitch, village is dead.
Something truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago. I can still feel it in the streams.
I do feel like they took some inspiration from Final Fantasy in the sense that, like, you know, everything in this is sound, whereas everything in Final Fantasy is ether.
Perhaps
I feel like this
the
doesn't
Tacit
work
field has
quite as well,
kept
though.
this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. And there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. This place is dangerous.
And we did just fight a bunch of strong Tacit discords here, so yes, I would assume it is
I'll
dangerous.
inform Chuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive?
We have to touch all of the evidence before they get here.
I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine, and I don't have any evidence to back it up.
We have to contaminate the crime scene as much as we can.
Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be.
Alright. Bye, Gobstopper Man.
The area's a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away.
That looks like burning embers, not blood.
Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured.
I know that they were kind of pressed
These
for time.
cards. I see.
I know that they were pressed for time because they had to, like, redo the whole story right at the end, like after the closed beta tests, but I would die for more show and less tell.
The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The what?
The Fraxidus?
Thank you.
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases.
Yeah, and like I've mentioned that I've been writing for a very, very long time, and one of the big things in writing and story development and making a good story is showing, not telling. And so this just kind of goes against everything that I've been taught and everything that I've practiced for so long and everything that I want from a story because it's doing so much telling and not showing. One game that I wish I could play for you guys, but I've played it before and it's one of those that you can only really do it once, that does exclusively showing and very, very, very little telling, is Outer Wilds. If you have not played Outer Wilds, I cannot recommend it enough. It literally changed the way I think. It changed my brain chemistry. It's the best game I've ever played, and it will probably stay that until I die. My sister and I have made a pact that if either of us loses our memory somehow, we will reintroduce the other two Outer Wilds so that they can have that first experience again.
It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with Tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
So they're just Nina-ing people.
Fusing humans and Tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers.
Our voice actor is not amazing. She's super monotone, and I know that I have absolutely no room to critique her because my voice is notably monotone, but I wish that she was just like a slightly better voice actor.
Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Frexida standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Fraxidas related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar.
They have such a crazy organization name like Fraxidas, and his name is Scar.
If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and
I just
twisted
heard thunder.
atrocities he's capable of.
It was raining when I took Loa out to pee, and I'm so excited for a storm. Even though, like, I need to take some boxes to my car so that I can move them to the new house soon. And say, obviously, I don't want to be rained on while I'm doing that, but Hi, Mimoka. Hi, dear. How are you? But yes, I want rain so badly. I mean, at least it's split up. At least I get to move 10 feet. Oh, we found a cat. Why? Is it like giving you an error or teleport cat?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction.
Oh, that must be Sky.
Oh,
I think you... That would be really sad if you can't be rated until affiliate. Because, like, that's a really good way to get to affiliate, and I have mixed feelings. But Liminal, can you be rated before you hit affiliate? I would assume he's Scar, because he just introduced himself and he's got this big fucking scar. Huh. Momoka, dear, what's it telling you?
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar.
They actually have mouth bags, which I should explain that. In 3D modeling, you have the inside of the mouth is what's called a mouth bag, so that it can expand and contract and such for the various jaw movements. And usually you'll model down like just a little bit into their throat. Is it a setting? Let me look at Twitch. We'll just leave him hanging for a moment. Do you know where that setting would be, Lobster? Settings? Maybe? I've looked at all of my settings. Yeah, I have allow raids from channels that meet the following requirements. Minimum number of viewers 1, no maximum number of viewers, and account age in days 30. I can reduce the account age if your account isn't very old. Let's actually turn that down to like 5. Go away, Twitch. I don't need your safety warnings. But yeah, you should, from what I can tell. Oops, I accidentally I hit one of my toggles. Which one is this? Star Eyes, I think? Yeah. From what I can tell, you should be able to raid me. I'm not sure why you wouldn't be able to. But I can Google it if you're still not able to. It's Donryo. It's just Donryo. DAWNRYO.
Cruel and twisted maniac.
At least he's self-aware. Thank you, Lobster. That's actually very useful. Though I don't actually have my Twitter on there, but it is, you know, spelled that same way. Weird. Can you share the exact error that it's giving you? Are you able to retype it for me?
We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree?
That does remind me that I actually do need to raid somebody before I log off today. I almost forgot.
The girl, she's gonna
Invalid
sway your
username, my
judgment.
ass. Is it cap sensitive? I can't imagine it would be.
Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now.
Let me check the time. We're gonna be going for about another 35 minutes, so not a huge amount of time. It might be more worth your time to raid somebody else, just so that, you know, they're around longer and they're... Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry that it's been such a pain for you.
Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
I wonder why I would be telling you that my username's invalid. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll have to Google that between now and I guess Monday, because, you know, I would like to be raidable on Monday for the birthday stream. I'm pretty excited for the game that we're gonna be playing then. It's like one of the only games that I've been keeping track of since trailers started coming out and actually looking forward to. Normally I don't really engage with anything that's pre-release, but I've actually been tracking it. I don't care about your questions, I want mine answered. Without you taking steps closer.
I'll tell you then.
He's got like onk earrings.
Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict.
Oh good, I knew I was perfect.
You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face.
And a liar. And he's got like a bomb on his chest or something. Yeah.
You could say I'm looking forward to your choice. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see.
I do like stories that you realize late in the story that you have been on the wrong side the whole time, but they're so rare because they're hard to pull off. I want more of those though.
About this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining.
Like they did that in Heavensward with Final Fantasy, but I want something that's more dramatic.
And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all.
I don't think they did anything.
Why do you have to assume we are the culprits?
It's like I don't think that they can open one of the tacit rifts or whatever they're called.
You should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself?
We already did.
So go ahead. What do you see?
I don't think it was a ritual. Like, cause the one that we originally encountered during the tutorial just opened on its own.
Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn?
Neither. The dialogue options are definitely strange.
The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check. But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real world can be that simple?
Yes. Also, Momoka, if you're still here, thank you so much for trying to raid me. It is okay that it is not working. I appreciate you so much.
tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale?
I don't know. I'm like 2 hours out of the tutorial.
An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers.
Okay. So at least he is suggesting that he knew the village before this happened.
Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now,
They keep doing
Rover,
lonely
the story
thirds,
is yours to
which I can
spin.
explain that later if we want.
I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more.
Wants me to go explore more, fine. Is this a second weird tacit Discord or the same one? I'm guessing it's the same one. A crumpled page from a children's book rests on a torn piece of diary paper with childish handwriting. Hi, I'm Blank. I found a new home and the nice uncle gave me this cool new book to write in. Our old home was scared by monsters, so we went on a super long journey to find this new place. I asked when Mommy and Daddy will catch up with me, and Uncle said really soon. Can't wait for them to join us here. The new place is so sunny and has a huge tree that grows peaches. Not many people from here go to the big city, though. I just want Mommy and Daddy to find me quick. Today it's my birthday. Everyone is being really nice, saying I'm their lucky charm because I can keep those mean monsters away. I'm really happy and everyone likes me lots. We had cake and noodles and I got presents too. It's been forever since I saw Mommy and Daddy though. Hope they come back. Will they come back? This marks my 4th birthday here and our village head made it official I'm his daughter now. But before that, everyone has already been taking care of me and shared with me delicious meals. My father told me I'm a child of the Cheecher village and I should consider myself lucky. I'm really fortunate to be loved by so many people. Even though my powers are still small, I'll do my best to continue protecting the village from being invaded by tacit discords.
Our story begins here.
I thought you wanted me to investigate on my own, bitch.
Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables, stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they?
Yes, they do.
The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me.
More thunder.
Such a clever move on her part.
That was an abrupt image change. Like, I would have expected it to fade out for at least, like, give me 3 frames of fade at least. This guy is definitely, like, leading us around. Wonder if that's, like, the child or something? The tree branches are loaded with paper slips, each containing someone's wish. The words on most of the notes are soaked and no longer legible. Will this really work? If it does, I wish I could stand up again. I want money. I want enough money to last a lifetime. Amazing. Thank you, Lord Blank. My legs have truly healed. No, Mother just died and left me some money, but I don't want my wish to come true with this Blank. I want my mother back. I want Blank back. Strange, it did make me stronger, but lately I seem to be getting weak again, and I can't blank my body without Blank. Is it because I haven't sacrificed enough Blank? Blank, please, please, please don't take away my wish. I'll give you anything. Is this really what we all wanted? Another crumpled page from a children's book, half buried in the mud.
One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security. No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish.
Doesn't sound like they were really
His
granted
flock
though.
obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master? Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent.
I feel like those are also definitely goats.
It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
There's a quiet beeping that's not the normal beeping, but I feel like it's just part of the audio here. But I'm not sure what it is. I don't think you guys would even be able to hear it, probably. I really hope we can finish this segment, like talking to Scar and such, before I have to leave. A crumpled page from a children's book silently resting on the ground. Thank you so much, Momoka. The lambs reveled. Oops, sorry.
Celebrating their new god every night, except
it's okay, sweetie. It's okay.
Black lamb.
We'll look into it. I'll Google it and we'll see what's going on.
As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone
it's
would
okay.
give you what you want?
Don't you worry. I appreciate it so much, though.
Anything from you?
Give you what you want without taking anything.
I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome.
That took me so much by surprise. I'm blushing so hard. I have heard that my voice is calming, but I've never been told my voice is not. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm a fucking tomato.
But true equality
We're gonna keep listening to Scar.
Always has been. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree?
That is very true. In large part because, you know, I'm not gonna continue that. I'm not gonna go on an anti-capitalist rant.
To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire.
Lobster, you never told me my voice was hot. I don't remember that. It is Scar. Roko, welcome back from your lurking. The Scar saved me from my blushing. Oh gosh, it like goes white for a frame before switching back to normal. How many more of these are there? You find some markings on the walls. As you lean in closer to look, you notice some faint markings on the wall. We did this? We noticed markings twice? Do I have the voice for this? No, Roka, I understood, don't you worry. I mean, like, I know that I have a calming voice, and I know that like I've been told in the past that I sound like Mystech when I'm doing raid calls. If you don't know them, they are a Final Fantasy like raid educator. They do raid guides for Extreme Trials and Savage content. No, I didn't know this. I'm listening to my VODs like, oh, my voice is higher than I thought, and then I do things like squeaking and loudly yelling with my head all tipped back. I wouldn't expect my voice to be hot the slightest. We're ganging up on me now. We're gonna continue looking at the wall and noticing markings over and over. Words like monster, witch, banish her, and all her fault are written thickly on the wall. It's graffiti. A crumpled page from a children's book silently resting on the ground. These are definitely plants. Like, if the like wish markers or wish notes were wet, then so would these be.
Later, the
I was
shepherd
just cooking it.
blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found.
The black lamb has some sexy horns. F to his onigiri? I'm confused by that.
Introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes because no more sacrifices were being made.
Can you explain the onigiri thing to me, Roka? I'm very confused.
After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did?
We are not able to allow links just for safety purposes. If you want, you can DM it to me on Twitter and I can look at it later. But yay, we have finally had enough chat and it's been going long enough for Stream Elements to do its thing. But like, I feel like those are definitely broken. I don't know. It takes enough messages in like a 5-minute period for those to pop up, and I have it set to like 10 is the minimum one, and I think 30 is my highest one. So like the stream has to be fairly active for those to even trigger. Yes, please do explain. I'm guessing his design changed at some point.
Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses.
Gotcha, okay. Man, that's gotta be like a photosensitivity hazard. That flash. Oh my god, how much are you gonna talk, dude? How much are we gonna talk? I only have 20 minutes left. And so I'm wary of getting into a long dialogue because I wanna, like, you know, raid somebody. His silly zipper on. Oh my god, I remember seeing screenshots of that and people were like, no! But they made too much fun of it. I forgot about that. I didn't realize it was him.
Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened.
I love that it was the fucking, at least I assume, villain that had such a silly design that people were making fun of it.
Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs?
That's why you have to like really, really look at designs and oh my god, look at designs and vet them with multiple people before releasing them.
Indeed,
God,
the direct culprit was the shepherd.
like when I was doing my my design that's soon going to be a PNG tuber, I ran it by so many people as I was working on it and got like different opinions for like which exact hairstyle, which outfit, which color palette, just like every little thing I ran by people.
He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them.
He's talking about Amazon, by the way.
If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path. Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my
Did they accept
second
their fate?
question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes?
I mean, it would be their lives and kind of their sincerity. You know what? You know what? Shut up.
For the most valuable thing they had to offer.
She's making fun of me because I'm kind of a twig.
Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb?
It was probably fucking killed.
No rush, Rover. Take your time.
I really want to think that they introduced this dialogue as like you clicked too quickly after the last one, but that's probably not the case. He probably would have said it anyway. It probably would be like stepping on a little bug, though I have gained like 5 pounds in the last year and I'm not happy about it. I'm working on losing it, and that's part of what figure skating is working on losing that weight. But I'm also going to be doing something secret soon that Lobster you know about, and you know it's a surprise. And I will probably lose weight on that. Yeah, figure skating. Momoka, it's 100% okay. Thank you so much for visiting. I really, really appreciate that you were here, and I'm so glad to have seen you. I will get a chance to join one of your streams soon, I promise. I love you too, you be a dear. You have a wonderful day. And yes, Roka, figure skating. I just started, I'm only like 3 months in, and I'm doing classes with all, like I have, thank you, I will do my best. But I'm doing classes with, so I have my private lesson and then a class after that, which is like on ice practice and then off ice workouts and practice and such. And I am the oldest in that class by about 10 years, minimum of 10 years. And I'm also the newest in that class. The newest figure skater in that group, other than me, has been figure skating for 3 years. And so I'm so glad that I'm mentally in the place that I am, that I can go there and do that and suck ass and still feel okay about myself. It's not competitive at all. I'm not doing competitions. I'm just doing this for me. It's just they have more experience, and so they're like doing these amazing jumps and spins and just like whipping around the ice, and I'm struggling to learn backwards crossovers. So I'm so sorry, I don't know what you mean by I self-thought figure skating. I don't know what that was intended to mean. I was murdered.
Was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they willingly offered the black lamb as another sacrifice.
Oh, you taught yourself. Oh my god. I started to try to teach myself some figure skating stuff, and like I taught myself crossovers, but it turns out that the way that I was distributing my weight during them was incorrect. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you simply can't teach yourself with it just because it's so fucky. Like for they're called free turns. They are those little like quick like turns on one foot. What, Roka? Yuri on ice? I've never seen that. Please don't enlighten me. But so those free turns, you start off on the curve on one foot. You have to have your lifted toe touching the back of the other heel. Your hip has to be lifted. Your arms have to be in a very specific position. And then in order to actually do the turn, you bend your leg, turn, and lift your leg at the same time, like the leg that you're standing on. So you bend, unbend, and turn at the same time, and then re-sync. And it's just, there's so much body stuff. I actually don't watch much anime, if I'm completely honest. I got into VTubing and the VTubing community in a really, really weird way, not through anime.
That's right.
I'm trying to get through this dialogue before I have to leave. Because I know that he's probably going to talk for another 3 years.
Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs.
I love that it's actually animated now.
A shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance.
Oh yeah, YouTube tutorials would help for sure, but it's the physics of it is so weird.
Over the flock, and the lambs live contented lives. But this is not the end of our story.
Okay, good, good. I'm glad to hear that,
The
Roka.
shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was
Not necessarily
shunned by
early.
its
I have a
flock,
hard cutoff.
left without
I have to leave
shelter
soon.
or sustenance.
So, unfortunately, I do have to
After the black
stop at a
lamb's
specific
exile,
time instead of just
lambs
going for like
continued to
5
vanish.
hours. Which, that'll be better for my
Shepherd
voice.
blamed the black
And then we can do
lamb
Monday for
breaking the
longer.
rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment.
Yes, Monday birthday stream.
From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them.
God, and that thing. Yeah, birthday stream. My birthday's on Monday, the 24th, so we're gonna be playing a surprise game on that day.
It was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued
Thank
to
you.
play
I'm
the
pretty
game.
excited for it.
They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life.
I feel like your life couldn't be happy in this case. Oh, that was cool.
And that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts.
The audio mixing rates here not good.
Suddenly, they
Are you? You have my Discord. You can just DM me there.
ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground.
Keeps resetting the location of my mouse.
How do you like my story, Rover?
I want you to speak in plain terms.
What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maidens sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming.
That suggests that you do have
All
something
the
to do with
shepherd
it.
had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. The one who breaks the rules.
Oh, and I have to take the cake to my grandmother's house too. Oh, I have so much to take over there.
Rover. I'm liking you more.
He
and
is, yeah.
more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say.
I am curious about his cause, though. I want this to be a game that we've been fighting on the wrong side this whole time. I really do. Are you gonna make me fight you? Interesting that it does that, and then we have a cut. Oh, okay. We should probably save this for next time. As cool as this looks and as curious as I am. What time is it? We should save this for next time. It's 23 and I need to probably stop at 30 at the absolute latest. So we will save this for next time. It won't let me. Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take?
Alt. I'm hitting Alt, nothing's happening. Alt, upper right corner. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's, not a fan of that, but I do really appreciate that. I'm gonna switchly, what? Switchly? I'm gonna make sure that the music is running and lower its volume just a little bit to prep for switching over. We're gonna switch to our chatting. That should be good. Does that work? I'm in the wrong spot. And my thingy isn't here? Why bubble no? Why was my bubble not visible? I didn't turn that off. Ugh, what the fuck? Anyway. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. We will do Scar's thingy soon. You did see thighs. My future model has just flat out thighs. There's like nothing covering them. She has the little skirt and just thighs. So you guys will get to see that in the future. I don't want to log back in. I want to exit the game. Thank you. So yes, birthday stream on Monday that I'm super excited for, and we have a surprise game that day, and I hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go on Twitch and start looking for somebody to raid. I don't actually know how to raid. Where is the button for this? Raid channel. I don't know how to VTube. Oh, I want tags. VTuber. I want English. I don't know. English. Or you can find the English tab. Oh my god, are you case sensitive? Are you serious? Thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna try to find somebody I know. I don't know if any of them are online right now, though. I'm just like looking through the list. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to do this because I've never done this before and I don't know like how to raid people in a skillful way. I think I would have to look at yeah, but like the problem Lobster is I don't know if any of like the people I know are online currently. I wish that I could see, oh, I can see their viewers. Okay. That helps. I'm gonna send you guys to Scarlet T. She's currently playing Wuthering Waves. She only has 11 viewers. I don't know if when I click this, it'll just automatically chuck you guys over to her, so I'm gonna refrain for a second. So we're gonna hop over there momentarily. She's only been up for, I think that's 38 minutes. So she should be around for a while. She's a PNG tuber. I know that you guys are gonna love her. I really hope that you guys love her. Fingers crossed. I don't know anything about her. But we're going to see. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. It genuinely means the world to me, and I cannot wait for more. I can't wait for Monday. We're gonna have such a good time. All right, are we all ready? Okay, let me stop my music. And I will see you guys there. Thank you so much. We're going to be hopping over in 6 seconds. I don't have a raid message, but that's okay. All right, I will see you guys there. Thank you so much. I will see you around. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.